Now on CoastTV News.
We finally get a break from the rain and see the sun today, but the rain and wind returns on Saturday with this big storm developing to our west. It's a yellow alert day. I'll track it on Futurecast coming up.
Scary Milford school situation. After a Thursday lockdown due to threats, we have information from Milford police.
Sussex Central shooting arrest as Delaware State Police provide us with more information about what went down at a high school basketball playoff game last week.
BB financial crunch. The plan the healthcare provider says it has to counter funding issues.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley. It's Friday, March 8th, 2024.
Yeah, we are getting ready for the weekend. Today, it's not the return of the Mac.
No.
We do have the return of the sun. That's a good enough reason for me to be excited.
Maybe you could play Return of the Mac on your way home.
I would love to do that.
Or on your way into work.
Or just all around.
Yeah, because the sun is coming out.
If you are in the eastern Sussex County area, say maybe around 1 p.m. this afternoon, if you hear that pumping out of someone's truck, it's probably this guy.
Yeah, mind your business. It's just Matt going wherever he's going, okay? And if you hear it, what time do I normally leave? Around the same time.
Okay.
It's probably me too, but I'll be on the Bay Bridge.
Oh.
Anyways.
Look out, Marylanders.
Right, look out for that. Also, unfortunately, look out for some rain tomorrow. Let's bring in Bob now. Good morning, Bob.
Yeah, we'll get to the rain and wind a little bit later on, guys, but it's a nice day and a nice start to the day as we're looking at starry skies. A few clouds out there. Temperatures are above freezing, so we're not scraping any frost. We've got mid-40s from Salisbury to the coast and Greenwood, Georgetown, and Millsboro as well. And a northeast wind, a little stronger along the coast, so that's going to be a bit of a biting wind as we go through the day, keeping it, well, feeling pretty chilly. And we're looking at the clouds right now. We'll call it sun and clouds today as we do have weak high pressure building in, but here's the next system that will start to affect us as we go into tomorrow. But we're drying out today and we're looking at sun and clouds. Temperatures warming through the 50s, mid 50s farther west as we go into the noon hour around Salisbury to Seaford, but cooler along the coast. And I think we are in the 40s and low 50s along 113, warmer to the west, cooler to the east as we go into this evening as the clouds will increase. If you're taking the ferry for a ride, we are looking at dry conditions and chilly conditions. Temperatures in the 40s all morning long and an east-northeast wind and temperatures in the upper 40s by noon.
Thank you, Bob. This morning, classes are expected to resume in the Milford School District after a very scary situation there on Thursday. A credible threat was made toward the district that it caused a lockdown to go into effect yesterday afternoon. According to the district, Milford police were called in. They found that students from the elementary schools were safe, so they were sent home as normal, but the older students had to wait a bit longer before being released, and an investigation remains ongoing.
We do have breaking news this morning. The Milford Police Department says it's attempting to locate a 59-year-old Lincoln man regarding terroristic threatening. They're looking for this man on your screen, Thomas Caffrey. According to police, they made several attempts to contact him over the last couple of hours. Milford police have not said if this is connected to that school situation. They are asking you to call the number you see at the bottom of your screen if you have any information on where Caffrey may be. Now we have an update from a very scary story that happened just a week ago. Troopers have arrested 19-year-old Jared Sturgis after a shooting at a Sussex Central basketball game. It's important to note no one was hit or hurt by any of the bullets. But according to police, an investigation found a 15-year-old had shot at a car with Sturgis, helping him escape. They say another nearby school was also hit by bullets. Sturgis now in jail, facing charges relating to that shooting.
2 new companies will help BB's supply chain and its financial. But despite getting that outside help, BB is claiming it is not going broke. It says it's not going anywhere. According to BB CEO Dr. David Tam, the way hospitals like BB get paid getting more and more complex. And Dr. Tam says the goal isn't just financial, what they're doing, it's about efficiency.
Will allow BB Healthcare to continue to grow services throughout the county in places like Millsboro and Millville and Rehoboth, where we already have campuses, so that it will be easier for that patient to access care without having to travel farther or go to different places at different times.
And BB says patients probably won't even notice a difference in their care, and that these new partnerships will take effect in the coming months.
Now, BB's undergone some changes before, including its leadership. Dr. Tam has been BB's leader since 2020, appointed just before the pandemic. So this is how we got here. It was in March of 2019, the healthcare company announced the departure of its CEO and president, Jeffrey Fried, effective the very next day, citing BB's board's wish to go in a new direction. That same day, Rick Schaffner, executive vice president and COO, was appointed as interim CEO. And then on February 3rd, 2020, BB hired Dr. David Tam. He actually began the job early, however, of course, due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Happening today in Lewis, city leaders meeting to map out how it will spend its money next fiscal year. At 9 a.m. at City Hall, Mayor Andrew Williams and City Council will talk about the budget for 2025. They'll look at what's changed since the last time they met. They'll explore new ways to make new money and how that money will be spent. The current proposed budget plans on focusing on city safety, activities for children, and improving public spaces like nature trails.
Also in Lewis, the Housing Subcommittee set to discuss some housing proposals coming up for this Tuesday. The committee is looking at a new plan to allow homeowners to add small, independent living spaces on their own properties. You can think of these as tiny homes, but officially they're known as accessory dwelling units. It would apply to converted garages or small backyard cottages. The committee wants to create more affordable housing in Lewis neighborhoods without changing the look and the feel. The committee is still debating how big these units can be and making sure homeowners live on site.
Rehoboth Beach holding a special presentation today with the goal of introducing locals to environmentally friendly lawn alternatives. Get this, botanist Bill McCovey with over 3 decades of experience at DNREC, is discussing the benefits of incorporating native grass like plants into local gardens and landscapes. Presentation held at 10 a.m. in the Commissioner's meeting room at City Hall.
Silver Lake, located between Dewey and Rehoboth Beach, is one of Delaware's natural treasures. According to state records, Silver Lake is one of the closest freshwater lakes in proximity to the Atlantic Ocean. Locals say someone who owns a piece of property on the lake is threatening the well-being of the area by dumping soil next to the lake and ruining habitat. According to County Councilman Mark Schaefer, the county issued a stop work violation to that property owner, but a petition was created to draw more attention to the need to help the lake. Now, in a statement to CoastTV, DNREC says it has investigated the site on a number of occasions and confirmed there are no violations. The department says the ongoing activities at Silver Lake are not within the department's jurisdiction. CoastTV also reached out to that property owner, but we have not heard back yet.
Delaware Department of Education is looking to upgrade how it evaluates teachers, and they're focusing on what they are calling the Delaware Teacher Growth and Support System. The department says this is all about continuous improvement, making sure educators have the tools and feedback they need to succeed in the classroom. The department says it plans to hear directly from teachers next week.
Delaware is also attempting to make a big change to help retired state workers with their health care. 2 new laws are being talked about in the House committee, House Bill 281, saying the state can't use a certain type of health plan that some retirees don't like. The other law, House Bill 282, going to make a group that decides on health plans more open and make sure retirees have a say in decisions. The committee says these changes are all about making sure retired workers are happy with their health care and that their voices are heard.
And we're taking a live look now at our nation's capital. It was here just a few hours ago that the president delivered his State of the Union address. President Biden hitting on several themes, including the economy, reproductive rights, and sending taxpayer money to Ukraine.
NBC's Bree Jackson shows us some details of the speech and the Republican response.
The state of our union is strong and getting stronger.
President Biden delivering a fiery message during Thursday night's State of the Union address, warning of threats overseas.
If anybody in this room thinks Putin will stop at Ukraine, I assure you he will not.
The president calling on Congress to approve aid for Ukraine to defend itself, while also calling out challenges to our country.
History is watching, just like history watched 3 years ago on January 6th. When insurrectionists stormed this very Capitol and placed a dagger to the throat of American democracy.
President Biden touting his successes while drawing a sharp contrast between his policies and the GOP's on issues like a woman's right to choose.
Those bragging about overturning Roe v. Wade have no clue about the power of women, but they found out.
U.S. Senator Katie Britt delivering an intense Republican response.
The American dream has turned into a nightmare for so many families. Our families are hurting. Our country can do better.
She blasted the president on issues like the economy and crime.
From our small towns to America's most iconic city streets, life is getting more and more dangerous. President Biden's border policies are a disgrace. This crisis is despicable.
Dueling speeches at a pivotal moment in the presidential race. It's now down to a rematch between President Biden and his predecessor, former President Trump. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
During the State of the Union, President Biden drew contrast between himself and former President Trump. However, he only referred to Trump as his predecessor. That happened more than a dozen times. The president will be back in Delaware as he will spend part of his weekend at his Wilmington home.
All right, we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
And coming up on Coast TV News Today, bowling for a good cause. We are going to tell you how one organization is trying to get students to be more involved in service projects that they're very passionate about.
And a discount grocery store Aldi plans to open hundreds of more stores in the U.S. We're telling you why the company says this is important now more than ever.
United Airlines says it is slowing down hiring more pilots. We have why the company says this is related to the Boeing issue. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Take your seat for the 8th Annual Ocean City Film Festival, March 7th through 10th. Enjoy 100 independent films and meet the people who made them. We're welcoming the legendary John Waters, live on stage with his Hairspray movie at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center on March 9th. Tickets start at just $59. Come on down and stay in an oceanfront hotel room starting at only $89 per night. Discover how to fest and get your passes at ocndfilmfestival.com.
Whatever your struggle, there's hope. Call Homes for Hope to schedule your same-day appointment.
Get ready for the opening of Jolly Roger Amusement Park. This will be our last sale before the season starts. Visit us online at jollyrogerpark.com to buy your discounted passes for the summer. And check out the passes for all of our parks from March 1st to March 28th. Use special code JOLLYBEAN2024 to save 25% off all passes and merchandise. Make 2024 another Jolly Roger Park summer.
Transform your bathroom into a haven of luxury with Baths by Spicer Brothers. Call today for your free consultation. We'll work around your hectic schedule with evening, Saturday, and even same-day appointments available.
And right now, receive 50% off installation, a free shower door upgrade, and a free deluxe shower head. Plus, enjoy your new shower now and pay later with no interest and no payments for 18 months.
With Baths by Spicer Brothers, quality is our promise, and your satisfaction is our guarantee. So before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind.
Just about 6:14 on our Friday morning. Sun's up at 6:22 and a gorgeous shot on our Boardwalk Plaza cam. Look at those colors as the sun's coming up earlier and earlier, but it's going to be an hour later by Sunday morning as the clocks go ahead. Temperatures out the door into the 40s right now. 46 Salisbury, Georgetown 44, Milton at 44. So we're not scraping frost, but we're dealing with a northeast breeze which will be with us all day. And we're looking at, we'll call it partly cloudy skies. We've got some mid to high level clouds right now. But all in all, a good-looking day as temperatures will remain on the cool side. If you're going for a run, we're looking at a mix of sun and clouds, temperatures in the 40s, but an east-northeast breeze, so maybe run with the wind, and then we're into the lower 50s late this morning into the noon hour.
That was a fantastic shot there in Rehoboth Beach. Loving that. Well, moving on, some health services coming to Greenwood on March 12th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Delaware Health and Social Services Division of Public Health, they're going to have a mobile health unit right outside Town Hall. The mobile unit will provide services including COVID-19 testing and vaccinations and diabetes screening. There will also be community resource and education materials available. A road closure coming to Millsboro. DelDOT says Patriots Way between Fox Run Road and Route 113 closing starting on Monday. This is for the construction of an intersection. It is related to the Millsboro Bypass project. DelDOT says detours will be posted to help drivers on the roadways.
United Airlines is slowing the pace of pilot hiring coming up as soon as this spring. The airline saying it's pausing hiring in May and June and will likely restart new hire classes in July. Due to manufacturing issues at Boeing, United will not be receiving dozens of planes originally scheduled to be delivered this year. Discount grocer Aldi announced a major expansion in the U.S. The German company plans to open 800 new stores nationwide over the next 5 years. This in a $9 billion expansion. Aldi said it wants to bring the lowest possible prices during a time when consumers are more focused on saving money than ever before.
It's a beautiful sunrise on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam, and look at all the standing water we can see across the fields out there. Still a lot of water, but we dry it out today, but it's short-lived. Another rainy and windy system for Saturday. It's a yellow alert day, and then a lot of wind, but drier for Sunday. I'll have your forecast details in 2 minutes.
Dateline tonight.
It was one of those moments where you say, wow.
He's about to kill a guy and you can't stop him.
But who? Who would it be?
My heart stopped. Everything just stopped.
Dateline tonight, 9/8 Central.
Thank you! It is so great to be back.
Your host, Josh Brolin.
What? No!
With musical guest Ariana Grande.
Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Welcome the new season with a deep cleaning by Stanley Steamer. Our certified technicians will renew your carpets, air ducts, upholstery, tile floors, and more, clearing away the dust and debris. We clean using powerful proprietary equipment and family-safe cleaning solutions to leave your space looking and feeling fresh. Call or go online to schedule your professional cleaning with Stanley Steamer today.
.618, and we have a live shot of Seaford to show you. And Bob, I'm putting into context of March, but not too bad temperature-wise getting out the door this morning.
No, you know, we're not scraping frost, which is a nice change of pace. We haven't had to do that in a little while. Might have to do it again as we go into the early part of next week. But we've got temperatures in the mid-40s and a northeast breeze, so no frost to scrape this morning. Remember to scan the QR code right there. That will get you to the Coast TV weather app, and you'll need that this weekend as we have a yellow alert Saturday for more rain and wind. Temperature-wise, oh boy, around 44 to 46 degrees. That is the range we're looking at this morning. Ocean City, 46. The same for Salisbury, Seaford around 45. Bethany Beach, 45. Lewis at 44 degrees, and we've got a northeast wind as well, and this will be with us all day, keeping it kind of chilly. And right now, sustained winds along the coast are around 15 to 20 miles per hour and about 5 to 10 miles per hour inland. So that'll be with us as we have some mid to high level clouds that are building in, and we have weak high pressure. So we are looking at a good looking Friday on the way, but that's short lived, as we've been talking about, because we've got this wet system developing across the plains, and it's got a lot of wind with it as well. and we are going to see those winds really kicking in tomorrow and lasting all the way into Monday. But today, winds not too bad. They're coming out of the northeast. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds by 12:30, mid-50s from Seaford back through Salisbury, right around 50 from Ellendale to Millsboro, and 49 in Berlin down the 113 corridor, and cooler 40s along the coast. So the farther inland you go this afternoon, the warmer it is, but I think many coastal cities are stuck in the 40s. Clouds increasing as we go through the overnight and then thickening into Saturday morning, with the winds picking up from the east, and we could start to see some rain breaking out in the morning hours. Spotty rain becomes more steady and heavier into the afternoon. The winds also picking up from the southeast as well, as temperatures are actually rising through the 50s into the evening hours, and some of that rain will be heavy as we go into Saturday night. So we've already got saturated ground. It's not going to take much to cause more problems, so watch out for that. Rain ends around midnight, and then it's just windy and colder and sunshine, thankfully, on Sunday, with temperatures really stuck in the 40s but feeling much colder with the wind. As far as the rain goes, I'm thinking about 7,500s to about an inch of rain, maybe some places over an inch, so we could see some minor flooding. And look at these winds gusting 30 to 40 miles per hour plus by Saturday evening, close to 50 along the coast, and they're still very strong into Sunday, gusting well over 40 miles per hour into Sunday evening, and then 50 miles per hour or so into Monday morning. So it is going to be a windy time. Paul Davis 7-day forecast has the rain on Saturday with the yellow alert, and clocks go ahead 1 hour Sunday morning. Windy on Sunday, 53, 52 on Monday. Still very windy and maybe a little frosty early in the week, and then temperatures warming up through the 50s, through the 60s, and 68 by Thursday. Not bad. A mix of sun and clouds.
St. Patrick's Day weekend, round one. Coming up, I'll show you where to get your workout on or kick back and see the show.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house at each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
At Draper Media, we offer more than TV and radio advertising. We reach your customers wherever they are, at the gas pump, in bars and restaurants, driving around Delmarva, in a taxi or rideshare at the beach, on social media, or searching for products and services, checking their email, and listening to podcasts or streaming video. Our plans fit all your business needs. Email Frank Hamilton today.
On Wednesday, May 15th, vote for your favorite chef at the 10th anniversary celebration Top Chef of the Culinary Coast event to benefit Meals on Wheels Lewis Rehoboth. The fun begins at 6 p.m. at Ivy and Dewey Beach, when you'll enjoy live music and feast on the area's best culinary creations and local spirits. Get your tickets online at mealsonwheelslr.org or call Meals on Wheels at 302-645-7449.
Cheers to 50 years of the players. Here's to the countless moments that make this the PGA Tour's gold standard, the Players' Championship, on NBC and Peacock.
Get live satellite and radar. Download the free CoastTV First Alert weather app. Sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
People were bowling for a good cause last night right off Route 1. Nonprofit Multiplying Good raised money for its Students in Action program at Lefties in Lewis. The goal is to help kids find issues that they're passionate about and give them the tools to help those in need through service projects. Students were from Sussex Tech, and organizers say the support means everything to these young leaders. This was the first time Multiplying Good hosted its Bowling for Good fundraiser, but they say they plan on making this a yearly tradition.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey is back with us. I feel like it's been a while, Bob, but hey, we've got the sun today.
Yeah, you know, I saw my sunglasses. They had about an inch of dust on them when I Had to blow the dust off them this morning, but you'll need them today. But it will be a chillier day with a brisk east-northeast wind, a mix of sun and clouds, around 54 in Georgetown. But we're stuck in the 40s, I think, from Rehoboth to Lewis, but near Seaford and Laurel around 56. Even a little warmer around Easton area, Eastern Shore of Maryland, and around 56 for Vienna. And farther south, Princess Anne, Pocomoke City, mid-50s, but only near 50 for Chincoteague back through Ocean City. As we'll see, the winds really start to ramp up again tomorrow with more rain. It's a yellow alert day. I think we'll call it a 50-50 weekend. I'll have more on that forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Well, we are springing into the weekend. Subtle reminder that your clocks, our clocks, are going to go forward a bit. It means you get an extra hour of daylight to enjoy all that the coast has to offer.
Coast TV's Mallory Metzner shows us some of the coolest things going on this weekend.
St. Patrick's festivities are starting to ramp up and New Year's resolutions may be starting to fade, but if you need inspiration to maintain goals for a healthier year, then head to Cape and Lopin High School on Saturday. Hone your health and fitness while exploring a leisure lifestyle. 80 vendors will be set up from 9 to 4. BB Healthcare will have free health screenings. Then screen 100 independent films from around the world during the 8th annual Ocean City Film Festival. Filmmaker John Waters is back to share stories of what it was like to make his movie Hairspray. The festival runs through Sunday at theaters and venues throughout the coastal town. From the stage to the screen, you can watch the retelling of 6 Wives of Henry VIII by the Take Two Drama Club of Sussex Central High School. The drama teacher says 6 Teen Edition is presented in the form of a pop concert. There are 2 showings on Saturday at 2 and 7 p.m. Hunt down 30 paper eggs like these in a scavenger hunt in Berlin. 2 winners will be drawn from the completed scavenger hunt checklist on March 30th. Ocean Pines Restaurant Week is now officially underway. Dine at 3 restaurants on the list or more. Get your card stamped and it'll become a raffle ticket. Restaurant Week runs through March 16th. Learn about German submarine operations that took place along the East Coast during World War II. An author with an upcoming book on the topic will give a free lecture at the Fort Miles Museum at 10:30 Saturday morning. And it's St. Patrick's Day weekend round 1. The 11th annual Lucky Leprechaun 5K at Irish Eyes sets off at 11 a.m. Sunday. The 16th annual parade commences at 2 p.m. and gives back to the Milton Fire Department, Community Foundation, and Chamber of Commerce. Master your self-defense skills at Dewey Beer Company in Harbison. Women can learn from a detective with a 2nd-degree black belt. The class benefits local women's domestic violence charities. It wraps up with a deep stretch session from Happy Bodies Pilates. And get ready for Picture Day Monday. The Humane Animal Partners will have a professional photographer taking possum photos of people and their pets. Proceeds benefit the shelter. Call ahead to reserve your spot. You do need tickets and reservations for some of these cool things to do, so check the article on CoastTV.com.
Positive, focused,
supportive, and goal-oriented. These are just a few qualities of coaches who inspire their athletes.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and make a $500 donation to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an extra donation to their program.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network, coach who makes a difference. Brought to you by Preston Automotive Group.
Give your backyard a cozy enhancement with patio systems in Lewis, Delaware. Integrity is the pillar of our craft, with quality craftsmanship to transform your yard or deck into a custom oasis, providing you comfort all year round. Take control of the elements with the Shore's best selection of pergolas, retractable awnings, screen and glass enclosures, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems personalized your way. For exceptional workmanship at reasonable prices, contact Patio Systems, your backyard living specialist. Locally owned and operated since 2001.
Delaware Electric Cooperative is committed to improving the lives of young Delawareans. We're excited to teach elementary students how to be safe around electricity. We're proud to offer scholarships to students looking to further their education. The Co-op's annual summer youth tour gives high schoolers the chance to learn about cooperatives with hundreds of other peers from across the country. And we provide real-world experience to college students through our summer internship program. Young Delawareans are our future, and our co-op is proud to help them achieve their goals.
What I like about working at Avery Hall is helping our clients, not just with their insurance needs, but also being a resource to them, tailor their insurance needs to protect their business, help them grow. The greatest feedback I've gotten from my clients is transparency and integrity. To work for a company so involved in the community obviously means a lot. We've been around for 95 years, and the original Avery Hall wanted us very involved, and that's a culture we just stick to. I'm Shane Ray. I'm an account executive here at Avery Hall Insurance.
This is Coast TV News Today.
March 8th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
It is 6:30 on this Friday morning. Paige, we're going to have one of those other upcoming Penn State Maryland matchups that you and I love so much. College basketball Sunday night, and I see you are flying the Terrapin colors. I missed out on my blue and white today.
That's okay. What's funny is I thought this was hot pink when I came in.
Yeah, well, that was going to be our new upcoming poll.
Yeah.
Pink or red? I went with red.
I'm going to look at our monitor really quick because I think it does look a little red on the monitor. But I think in person it looks pink because look, my nails are red. So it looks different.
Either way, I think you're rocking Maryland, whether it was intentional or not, and they play in basketball Sunday night. So we'll have something to talk about Monday.
Yes, there are more things we're worried about than the color of my shirt. I know. We're more worried about maybe the weather coming this weekend. So we'll bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihe. Bob, we should really just enjoy today.
Because we are looking at just one dry day before we see more wet conditions as we go into your Saturday, guys. And it's a chilly start to our day, looking at 40s out the door. At least we're not scraping frost. 45 in Millsboro, Georgetown 44, Lewis 44, Ocean Pines 45. So uniform temperatures across the area because we've got a northeast breeze, which is stronger along the coast, and that will keep us on the cool side as we go through the day. Right now, we're looking at mid to high level clouds, making for a beautiful sunrise as we have weak high pressure in place, but then the next big system is brewing to our west with a lot of rain across the plains. Here's Futurecast this morning. Low 40s in and out of the clouds. 8:30 warming through the 40s. I think we're into the mid 50s around noon. Farther inland you go, but cooler 40s along the coast. So if you're away from the coast today, low to maybe mid 50s and then 40s as we go along the coast, and then increasing clouds into this evening. Don't need the rain gear today, but make sure you don't have it too far from you. You'll need it tomorrow. You don't need the ice scraper. You need the heavy coat, warm beverage, and certainly the sunglasses for.
All right, we'll take it, Bob. Thank you. This morning, classes are expected to resume in the Milford School District. This after a credible threat was made towards Milford School District that caused the district to initiate a lockdown just yesterday afternoon. According to the district, Milford police were called in to assess the situation, and they found that students from the elementary school were safe, so they went home as normal. However, the older kids, they had to wait a little bit before being released. Right now, police and school leaders are looking into exactly what happened.
And we do a breaking news this morning. As you first saw on our Coast TV News app, the Milford Police Department says it is attempting to locate a 59-year-old Lincoln man regarding a terroristic threatening incident. The man they say they're looking for, it's this man, Thomas Caffrey. And according to police, they made several attempts to contact him over the last couple of hours. Milford police have not said if this is connected to the school situation. They are asking that you do call the number you see on the bottom of your screen if you have any information on where Caffrey may be.
BB Healthcare announced they're getting outside help. 2 new companies will help BB's supply chain and the financials. But despite the outside help, BB claims it's not going broke, nor is it going anywhere.
And Coast TV's Charles Reinert shows us why BB says it's not losing money and it could make more.
I'm going to be frank with you. This is a pretty complicated issue, but at the heart of it all, BB says this is just the healthcare provider getting with the times. According to BB CEO Dr. David Tam, one of the big reasons for these outside financial help is simply insurance companies. He says the way hospitals like BB get paid are getting more and more complex through things like artificial intelligence, for example. Tam says this partnership will help make sure BB gets the money they're owed for treating its patients. As for supply chain, Dr. Tam says its new partnership with another firm will let the hospital streamline how it stores and moves all of its medical supplies, from surgical gloves to bandages. Tam says that in turn will help BB make sure none of its equipment is expired, and as such, they don't waste any money just throwing it away. Dr. Tam says the goal isn't just financial, it's also about efficiency.
It will allow BB Healthcare to continue to grow services throughout the county in places like Millsboro and Millville and Rehoboth, where we already have campuses, so that it will be easier for that patient to access care without having to travel farther or go to different places at different times.
As for you at home or I, BB says patients likely won't even notice any differences with their care during these transitions. These new partnerships are expected to be implemented in the coming months. I'm Charles Reinert in Lewis, Coast TV News.
So what does this mean for BB employees? BB says its revenue cycle department will become part of an ensemble. It says 3 supply chain employees will make a similar move to the Premier team. BB saying no one is losing their job, nor will they have to reapply or move. But in an email to staff, Dr. Tam said they recognize changes like these can be difficult and these decisions are not made lightly. So again, the question for all of this is why? BB says it is not in financial trouble. They say they're just looking to get stronger.
Happening today in Lewis, city leaders will be meeting to map out how Lewis will be spending its money next year. At 9 a.m. at City Hall, the mayor and city council will talk about the city's budget for 2025. They'll be looking at what's changed since their last meeting, explore new ways to make money, and decide how to spend that money. The current proposed budget plan focuses on city safety, activities for children, and improving public spaces like nature trails.
Dewey Beach announcing its parking schedule and fees for this summer season starting in May 15th to be exact. Parking is completely free every Monday from 5 to 11 p.m. Seasonal parking permits are available for $30, but local property and business owners, they can get them at a special rate for $175. That's up to 2 passes. Businesses licensed in the town are also eligible for a discount with 2 passes at $225 each. And for those visiting, options range from $30 for 24 hours to $100 for a full week. There's also metered parking available at $3.50 an hour. Now taking a live look at our nation's capital, President and members of Congress just a few hours ago were there in that building for the State of the Union address. President Biden setting a sort of a partisan tone last night. Biden covered several themes, including the economy, reproductive rights, and what he calls preserving democracy, along with finding solutions for conflicts overseas.
I know the American story. Again and again, I've seen the contest between competing forces in the battle for the soul of our nation, between those who want to pull America back to the past and those who want to move America into the future.
Now, the State of the Union speech delivered by the oldest person to ever serve as president, and the response was given by the youngest Republican woman ever elected to the Senate.
President Biden just doesn't get it. He's out of touch. Under his administration, families are worse off, our communities are less safe, and our country is less secure.
Biden has a planned campaign event in Georgia for Saturday. That's sandwiched between a weekend stay at his Wilmington area home.
More news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, Dewey and Bloom Sprouting Roots. We'll tell you how you can attend an informational session on the project that aims to beautify the town.
Also a chance to advance to the biggest stage. We'll show you who will compete in the Delaware State Championship this year in boys high school basketball.
And DART travel changes. We're telling you what you need to know about the changes coming to the first state's public transportation in just a few months. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, Coast TV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
For me, working for a company that is so involved in the community means consistency, integrity, and it means success. My favorite part of working at Avery Hall is we're like a family. And when the client walked out and said, "You're a breath of fresh air, I love your aura," That made me feel like I educated the client and I gave them the information needed to make a logical decision. I'm Tracy Jones, account executive with Avery Hall Insurance.
This is a freaking lousy crawl space.
Hey FLC, I've got a freaking lousy crawl space. If you have excess moisture under your home or even standing water, you probably have mold. And if you have ductwork, you have a delivery system for that mold directly into your house. This is a freaking lousy crawl space.
This is a floofing lousy crawl space.
If you want to take your crawl space from lousy to lovely, call FLC.
It is exactly 6:40 on this Friday morning, seeing filtered sunshine, some high clouds out there, 44 in Lewis. Feeling chilly with a northeast wind right now, and we've got temperatures in the mid-40s from Salisbury to Georgetown, Milton, and to the coast as well. But we've got a chilly northeast wind, pretty strong along the coast, also breezy inland as well. So it will be a chilly day for sure, as we are seeing the filtered sunshine. But we do have weak high pressure in place, so that will keep us dry today. But then the rain and wind returns tomorrow. Boardwalk forecast, bundle up. It will be brisk out there on Bethany Beach and all along the coastal areas, with temperatures only in the 40s this morning and northeast winds making it feel colder. Make sure you call the First Alert weather line 443-880-9100. It is sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Thank you, Bob. New changes are coming to DART's statewide bus service this May. DART says the goal is to enhance on-time performance and connections across Sussex County. So here are just a few of those changes you need to keep in mind. Route 201, the red line, will now pick people up every 20 minutes. It used to be every 15. Meanwhile, Route 203, that's the orange line, well, it's coming to an end. Not enough people riding those buses. Route 204, the year-round service, will extend to the Rehoboth Park and Ride during the beach bus season, but in the off-season, it'll operate on more limited hours. These changes take effect May 19th. We have more details on our website.
Here are some upcoming closures across Sussex County to keep in mind for future travels. Look out for lane closures in Selbyville along Route 113 between Clendale Avenue and Gumboro Road starting on March 11th. Over in Georgetown, Shortley Road between Kings Road and East Piney Grove Road will be closed from March 12th to the 19th for pipe replacement. Heading to Laurel now, paving work will require Central Avenue from Market Street to Popular Street and Georgetown Road to be closed starting on March 18th.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
What's going on, everybody? It is state semifinal time in Delaware, and after getting knocked out in the second round a season ago, the Dover boys, they are hungry to follow their mission in 2024. We'll see if they got it done last night against the Middletown Cavaliers. A heavyweight fight up at the Bob Carpenter Center. Winner will go on to the state title game on Saturday. Jumping in late first quarter, Dover up by 3. Dedham Perkins with the steal to Noah Allen for the easy lay-in. Senators up by 5. 23-20 Dover now, less than 2 to go in the half. Middletown Zion Mifflin up and under. It goes, lead down to 1, but the Senators are out and running as Terrence Williams gets by everybody for the quick 2. Quick tempo working for Dover. Final possession of the half. Darrell Little, the floater, it's smooth like butter, and the Dover Senators are headed to the state championship after defeating Middletown 59-53. And head coach Stephen Wilson says from here on out, it's a battle.
We weren't feeling each other out. It's a good basketball game. It's just two good teams trying to compete against each other, going back and forth like a fight. And, we happen to come out with the victories today, but our guys just focus and they want to win a state championship so bad no matter what, so they're just locked in and ready to go.
And the matchup is set. Dover will take on Salesianum on Saturday in the DIAA State Finals at 6 p.m. That's all for sports. Have a great day, everybody.
Happy Friday! Here's what's happening today at 4 on Coast Life. The Saltine Cracker Challenge. How many saltines can you eat without water? It may be harder than you think. And what questions do you have about plastic surgery? We're sitting down with a plastic surgeon to answer your questions and clear up misconceptions. That and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
We finally have a chance to try things out, looking at dry roads for a change in Seaford and across Delmarva as we do get a break from the rain today. But The wind and rain is back on Saturday with the yellow alert day and a lot of wind Sunday into early next week. I'll break it down on FutureCast after the break in 2 minutes.
Shift gears for success with the DSN Scholar Athlete Award, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva High School senior who excels in sports and in the classroom.
It's tapped home.
Oh, what a hit! They must have at least a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, driven by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
From the court to your living room, catch the dribbles and the buzzer beaters. High school basketball lives here on Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams. Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
Deal or no deal. Welcome to the Banker's Private Island.
We have no idea what's going to happen.
We really don't know what we signed up for.
The biggest prize in Deal or No Deal history. Are you ready to see what's inside?
Deal or No Deal Island, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
6:46 on your Friday morning. We are taking a live look right now at Rehoboth Beach. Bob, one of my favorite times of the morning when we get to see the sun right there over the ocean. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, looking really good, Paige, and looking even nicer. We've got some of these mid to high level clouds building and giving it some nice color. And we'll have those clouds all day long, and it's chilly out there this morning, but we don't have to scrape the frost, so that's a nice break from that. 46 in Salisbury, 45 in Millsboro. Greenwood, you're waking up to 43 degrees. Bethany Beach, 45, and that's a case up into Rehoboth as well. We've got a northeast breeze that's pretty gusty along the coast right now, sustained around 10 to 15 miles per hour there. A little lighter inland, but that breeze will be with us all day, adding to the chill that we'll see. But we are seeing some of those mid to high level clouds right now as we have high pressure that's in place. It's brief high pressure. It'll be here today and then gone because we've got the next storm system developing. And look, the expansive rain from Dallas. They've got storms there, the heavy rain through the lower Mississippi Valley into the Ohio Valley as well. And in the colder air, it's snow, and there's a lot of wind energy with this as well. We'll be feeling the effects of this wind later Saturday through Sunday and Monday as well. Here's FutureCast today. Not too windy. We're looking at a northeast breeze with temperatures warmer inland. I think the farther inland you go, you're in the mid-50s, and then cooler as you work your way towards the coast where you'll only be in the 40s later today. The clouds start to increase this evening and they'll thicken up tonight and into tomorrow morning. Could start to see the rain building in as early as 6 a.m. Could be looking at spotty showers throughout the morning and the winds picking up. You can see the arrows changing color here as the winds get stronger into the afternoon. Here comes the rain, steady to maybe heavy at times. Then those arrows turn orange with the very strong winds by Saturday evening and rising temperatures into the 50s and 60s and heavy rain. By 10 o'clock, you see the yellow and orange indicating maybe some local flooding in some areas. Of course, we've got the saturated grounds, so it's not going to take much to cause more flooding out there, so be careful. Then I think the rain shuts off around midnight, and then we'll see the wind shifting to the west and very, very breezy to windy as we go into Sunday. I think temperatures all day are pretty much in the 40s, feeling colder with the wind, and at least it will be drier. Here's future rain. We're looking at about 3/4 to about an inch of rain. Some places over an inch around Berlin and Ocean City, and some places into Delaware could see over an inch of rain. And look at these winds Saturday afternoon, 30 to 40 miles per hour, near 50 miles per hour tomorrow evening. So make sure all those outdoor outdoor items are secured or brought inside, and still very strong winds into Sunday, gusting over 40 miles per hour. And that continues right into early Monday with gusts up to 50. So a very windy time on the way. Paul Davis' 7-day forecast has us in the 50s the next few days with the yellow alert for rain on Saturday. Clocks go ahead 1 hour as we go back to daylight saving time on Sunday. 53 there. Could be a little frosty early in the week next week, but also a lot of wind as well. 52 Monday, and then temperatures do start to warm up after that through the 50s, mid-60s Wednesday. And by Thursday, looking good, partly cloudy and 68.
Looking good. All right. Thank you, Bob. Dewey and Bloom will be in the spotlight today. Speaking of looking good, Dewey Beach will hold an informational Q&A for people who are interested in participating or donating to the community-led project. Town says that it's currently looking for people or businesses who would like to be involved in this volunteer effort, and the session will take place at 11 a.m. at the Dewey Beach Life-Saving Station. Right now, nonprofits across the first state are racing to raise as much money as possible in a 24-hour time frame.
Coast TV's Mallory Metzner introduces us to a local high school graduate who benefited from one of these causes involved.
Do More 24 is known as the largest day of giving in Delaware. It got underway Thursday night at 6, and the donations are rolling in for nearly 500 causes that you can support right here in Sussex County. Pathways to Success has programs in 5 Delaware high schools. The organization works with students who are at risk of not graduating, offering them personal, academic, and financial support. 96% of the students in its programs end up going to college, entering the military, or finding a full-time job after graduation. Ashlyn Horton is a college student majoring in accounting. She credits this nonprofit for her pathway to success.
A lot of students have a lot of potential that they probably don't really know they have, but once you unlock that and you really dig deep into what these kids can do, they can go so far, like farther than they ever thought they could.
Pathways to Success has a $10,000 goal it wants to hit before the fundraiser wraps up. Do More 24 runs through Friday night at 6. We have more causes you can support linked in the article at coasttv.com.
It's now 6:51. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. On your screen right now, Cuddles.
Aww.
Oh, look at that sweet boy. And you can hear him too, maybe. He loves affection and will be your snuggle buddy anytime. The BV SPCA wants you to know that it's Critter Camp back for the summer. It's for kids ages 7 to 12, and kids can expect fun animal-themed programs at its Georgetown location. Registration now open page.
Yeah.
I hope my wife is not watching because Cuddles could be making an appearance in my home this weekend.
I bet when you get home, Cuddles is on the couch with your wife.
It's a 50-50 on that one.
I think that would be really boss of her. I think that'd be cool.
It would be boss.
I hope she's watching. Okay, don't forget, we want to see your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos. Tell us what makes your pet so special.
Yep, scan that QR code that you see right there, and then you can send us your furry friends. Then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature.
We're seeing a churned up Atlantic Ocean this morning. Nice sunrise on the Boardwalk Plaza cam, but it will be a chilly day. But thankfully, we see the sun. But then the rain and wind returns this weekend. And then after that, a sustained dry period for a change, and temperatures warming up nicely next week. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Imagine all the slopes you'll conquer.
Sick.
Imagine all the sights you'll see.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay, how about you imagine dropping me off?
Right now, get a full-size Tundra with 1.99% APR or take up to $1,000 cash back from Toyota. Or check out an all-new redesigned Tacoma.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
The most incredible shopping on the beach. Blooming Boutique. Fashion, jewelry, and accessories as cool as an ocean breeze. You'll love this place. We put a smile on your face. You'll love this place. It's Blooming Boutique. Fashion.
Visit
have Blooming Boutiques, 4 convenient locations, downtown Milford, Long Neck, and 2 in downtown Lewis. We carry resort wear all year long.
From inside Iran, from Israel, from Florida, from Lewiston, Maine. Part of our continued reporting. This is what a country in war looks like. Women, children. What is it like? Countless neighborhoods across the region that look just like this. Everybody good? It took for all this damage to
At JD Asphalt, your driveway is our reputation. So we bring an experienced crew and state-of-the-art equipment out to every job site to ensure we deliver fast, premium results that's built to last.
JD Asphalt, built on family values
That have and will last as long as our asphalt. Paving a path to your satisfaction. Call now and ask about our 0% financing options available for up to 18 months. JD Asphalt, a family company for over 50 years.
It's 6:54. It's time now for some things you need to know before you go. The Milford Police Department is attempting to locate a 59-year-old Lincoln man regarding terroristic threatening. The man they say they're looking for is this man on your screen, Thomas Caffrey. According to police, they made several attempts to contact him over the last few hours.
Troopers have arrested 19-year-old Jared Sturgis after a shooting at Sussex Central High School basketball playoff game last week. Important to note, no one was hit or hurt by the bullets. According to police, an investigation found that a 15-year-old had shot at a car, with Sturgis helping him escape, and then they say another nearby school was also hit by bullets. Sturgis is now in jail, and he's facing charges related to the shooting.
Last night, President Biden gave his State of the Union address. He detailed his vision for the nation heading into another general election year. Biden delivered a speech covering several themes, including improving the economy, reproductive rights, democracy, and finding solutions for conflict overseas. And that is sandwiched between a weekend stay at his Wilmington area home. Coffee Mate and Dr. Pepper are teaming up to create, I've heard of this, a new dirty soda creamer.
Well, according to the brands, you simply pour the coconut lime-flavored creamer over a glass of Dr. Pepper for a classic dirty soda with no extra ingredients needed.
Yum! So if you aren't familiar with the trend, a dirty soda is a non-alcoholic drink with soda, creamer, flavored syrup, and lime juice.
And the Coffee Mate Dirty Soda Coconut Lime Creamer is available now at grocery stores nationwide. This is for a limited time.
Totally going to try that. That sounds delicious. Would you try it?
I think I would, yeah.
Okay. Well, we finally agree on that. Okay, perfect. 6:56 now, you guys. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, we got one final check with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi on a sunny Friday.
It is sunny. We're seeing some clouds out there, guys. We get to dry it out for a day. We're looking at temperatures in the 40s, and we've got a chilly breeze all day long. I think we are in the 50s as we go into the afternoon. The farther west you go, the warmer it is, but I think we stay in the 40s along the coast. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. We thicken up the clouds tonight. Here comes the rain again on your Saturday. It's a yellow alert day for rain and wind. Could see over an inch of rain, and those winds are going to be really strong, over 40 miles per hour into tomorrow night, into Sunday and Monday. Remember, clocks go ahead 1 hour Sunday morning. Starts chilly next week, and then it warms up nicely into the 60s, close to 70 by Friday. But it looks like, oh no, more rain into next weekend, hopefully drying it out for St. Patty's Day and a high of 58.
All right, thanks so much, Bob, and thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back with Coast TV Midday. Stick around.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Friday morning, everybody.